What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Ryan here, and I'm back with another video. Now, everything in this article, I have a hard time believing what President Trump said because we lied about. Everybody know about the situation with the girls' school in Iran. I'm not going to keep elaborating on that, but long story short, the United States lied, said they didn't hit the school. Most likely, the school was in session because it killed a good number of children. So 9 times out of 10, the United States probably didn't know they hit that school and just, was blaming it on Iran because I think one of the articles said that they was blaming it on Iran because they threw it back on Iran since they was killing their protesters and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. What was going on with that? I'm pretty sure Iran would not forget about the day the United States did that. I mean, like, yes, they killed their protesters and stuff like that, but I mean, you took it out on children at this point. They probably was doing it to children too, maybe in the protest, but kind of find it hard they probably wouldn't have, but maybe if they're trying to get back at the United States, why would you, strike that school? And most likely it was in session to kill all them children. So then this was basically like this was like the first week of the war, maybe 2 or 3 days when the war started, maybe the exact day. This probably actually happened when this war started. So regardless, President Trump is claiming that Iran came begging for a peace deal and stuff like that. Now the situation with this is Iran is saying there's no negotiation talks to the United States. They're not doing no negotiation talks with the United States. And apparently, I think it was the Iranian parliament or something like that. He said that the United States is negotiating with themselves. So it's kind of believable that, probably, with our president, let's just say it like that, because it's kind of weird that Iran is saying there's no negotiation talks, and then our president is saying there is talks and it's good talks and stuff like that. Just yesterday, the threat that the United States is saying Iran is better make a deal or they will hit harder, threatening to hit Tehran harder. If I'm not mistaken, it's the country capital of Iran. Now, there's another, excuse me, there's another situation with this that is kind of making it seem like the United States isn't telling the truth fully, at all, because President Trump did say he don't see no reason to negotiate with Iran when you're literally obliterating the other side. So I mean, which one is it? There's negotiation talks with Iran, or they're not. Now this might be a distraction. Maybe the United States is saying there is negotiation talks to make everything, saying fine and stuff like that, as we wait for more of our troops to be put in to the Middle East, deployed in the Middle East. Now, I think the 82nd Airborne, I think, is out of Fort Bragg in Fayetteville, North Carolina, about 2 hours from where I live in North Carolina. I live in a military town. Haven't seen any unusual movement or anything like that with military vehicles, but regardless, it could happen late at night when most people are not on the road and stuff like that. But regardless, here in North Carolina, there has been troops deployed to the Middle East about the second week when the war started with Iran. Apparently, U.S. fighter jet was down. Regardless, it was down. I think the pilot was okay. It was out of North Carolina. So I think it was one or three, one of them. But regardless, this war is not making sense at all. It's the he say, she say situation still going on in this war. If I'm not mistaken, the United States is saying that they're preparing for another 4 to 6 weeks of this war. 4 to 6 weeks. Regardless, I don't see this war anytime soon because who's literally telling the truth here? I'm kind of leaning towards Iran for this part because I don't see the United States negotiating with Iran right now, especially with the fact that our president clearly said he don't see no point of negotiating with Iran. And no, I mean, if we is negotiating with Iran, if it is true, maybe the United States actually reached out and Iran is like declining. Maybe they would have negotiated with the United States, but I guess if we did reach out, or if they did was thinking about it, it's probably out the window now. Ever since the attack on the girls' school and how the United States lied and blamed it on Iran. So with that being said, I don't want to hold you guys too much longer. I am on a time crunch, so let's go ahead and get into this article because this article is kind of funny if you ask me for what our president said. Well, told a reporter. So let's get into this article. Well, this article is being reported by The Guardian. Again, this article is being reported by The Guardian, and it says Trump claims Iran begging to make a deal and has let some tankers through the strait as a present. Sorry about that, guys. Trump claims Iran begging to make a deal and has let some tankers through the strait as a present. So we go down here. The article reads, Trump says Iran allowing some oil tankers through the strait through Strait as sign of good faith. Trump says Iran is allowing some oil tankers through Strait of Hormuz as a sign of good faith for talks. He said that Iran allowed 10 oil tankers to pass through the strait as a present to show it was serious about negotiations to the war. I don't know if I believe this, but this is what Trump told reporters. I'm gonna try to, make that voice real quick. Iran said we're going to let you have 8 boats of oil, 8 boats, 8 big boats of oil. This was 2 days ago, and they'll sell up tomorrow. That was 3 days ago, and I didn't think much about it. And then I watched the news, and they said a very good anchor actually happened to be Fox. But I watched it, and they said something unusual happening. There are 8 boats that are going to right up to the Middle East. Well, right up to the middle of the strait. Sorry about that, guys. 8 big boats are going loaded up with oil right through. And I said, well, I guess they'll right there. I'm sorry about that, guys. And they were real. And I think they were Pakistani flagged. And I said, well, I guess we're dealing with the right people. And actually, they then apologized for everything they said, and they said we're going to send 2 more boats, and they ended up being 10. Well, yeah, that's what Iran said, guys. That's what Iran said. So again, I don't believe nothing Iran said. So if you guys believe it, you guys can believe it. That's not my place to judge, but I'm just saying I don't believe what Trump said about what Iran is doing, because I clearly don't see Iran ending this war. Somebody's might win. Somebody's going to win out this war, but Iran already made threats. Well, the FBI said that Iran already made threats to attack the United States. Well, the West Coast, potentially attack the West Coast of the United States, mainly California, with drones. It's possible they can do that. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a lot of stuff going on over there. Gas prices are going up. It's affecting our parts and stuff we gets through and stuff like that. As long as the strait is closed, and and there's been talks that the United States might go in on the ground of Iran, and Iran is thinking that could possibly be true. Now, is President Trump making up these negotiation talks that in his head we actually doing talks, but in reality he's waiting for more troops to get deployed to the Middle East and just going on the ground on Iran? It's possible that could be happening. And Israel kind of been a little quiet about this situation. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time your boy right here uploads a new video. Sorry about the lighting, you guys. I mean, lighting ain't the best right here. Well, on the camera it's not picking up the best. My room is well lit. So that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Stay safe out there. Stay vigilant and be safe if you're on spring break. And I'll see you guys in the next one.